What's up, ladies and gents? CenterStrain01, your host here, and I thought I would do a video doing a kind of like a reflection on what's happened in the past year on the channel, what 2017 meant to me, and what going into 2018 is going to be like. So, first of all, for those of you out there celebrating the new year, be safe, and come back to us tomorrow and make sure that you think smart and you do the right thing. Of course, tonight is a night full of parties, full of celebrating and all that. But the most important thing is to come home to your families tonight so that you can continue to have what will hopefully be an amazing year for you in 2018. So with that being said, 2017 has been a lot of different things to me this year. It's been a lot of changing things in my life. It's been a lot of, it's been crazy, okay? I can't say it's been a perfectly good year, but no year is ever perfectly good. There's always ups and downs to every year that happens. But in particular, 2017 has been a little bit of a rougher one, especially for the channel, just for life in general and things like that. The transition that I went through from going full-time active Army to part-time Army and to full-time YouTube has been a transition that didn't go as smooth as I was hoping it would have, but you got to learn from every risk you take and everything that you do. The year started out quite surprisingly well. We started off doing some Hitman walkthroughs of the original Hitman games, which went very, very well. So I got to say the beginning of the year was great, all the way up till about April. And then, of course, when April came around, that is when the whole debacle thing with the YouTube apocalypse started, and where a lot of people like myself that doesn't have a roughly big channel, and I've never been known to have a big channel. I mean, definitely we were a lot bigger earlier in my YouTube career, but now that there's so many more people out there, everyone's been able to find a specific YouTuber that they can stick with, and they do that stuff like that. And I've got my niche, and I'm totally fine and happy with that. We've pretty much went, I want to say, from around, we've gained about maybe 40,000-60,000 subscribers this year. Or so, somewhere around in there. We did reach my goal by the end of the year, which was 260,000. So thank you guys out there for that. But once April came around, the apocalypse came up, and things started getting pretty negative as far as money shot way down to the fact that I really wasn't making enough to make this a full-time job, and I'm still not. But I've got some good news. Obviously coming next year that will change everything. So I'm really looking forward to that. So April came around, that happened, whatever. We tried to move on and continue. E3 came around, went to E3 again. Always blessed to have the chance to go to E3, as E3 is such an amazing experience, and they opened it up to the public this year, so maybe next year hopefully they'll open it up to the public as well, and you'll get a chance to go. I definitely recommend it. Put it on your bucket list. Going to E3 is just something to behold. Even though you'll be waiting in line for hours and hours, it's still being surrounded by gamers and games in general is it's so cool. So we did E3. Did that, just had game after game come out and whatnot, just trying to stay positive and whatnot. 2017, I mean, as far as that goes, has been just a normal year, just like every other year. Games come out, we put it out, and I try to do other walkthroughs of things from the past, finishing stuff up and all that kind of stuff. But and then towards the end of the year, it got even worse. It was one thing that was really good was the success of Assassin's Creed Origins on the channel was very good this year. So thank you all for the new subscribers that came because of that game, and hopefully you've stayed because of other games and things like that. I always try to make sure to make it you come in for one thing, but I want you to be able to watch other things. I don't want you to just come in for one thing, so thank you for all those that have stayed around, so I appreciate that. And it's just been a year of where I've got to sit back and really understand a lot of things that I didn't understand before. Say, for instance, when I had the full-time Army job and the YouTube Army job, or in the YouTube job, I didn't really worry too much about month-to-month income, because I had enough to be able to support my family and everything. So I didn't really worry too much about that. But this year has made me really take a step back and look at what life could be like when you're living literally from paycheck to paycheck. I've never, honestly, and I'll be honest, I've never had to experience that because I've always been in the military. I've always been active duty. And the military pays you very, very well to support yourself. And, you know, they would pay for housing. They would pay for, and of course, my rank and all that stuff got me certain privileges and a little extra money and things like that. So I never had to worry about that. But now, for the first time in my adult life, you know, I've had to worry about things I never had to worry about before. And some people say, well, that's just a normal part of life. And yes, it is. But you got to remember, since I was 17 years old, I've been in the military and lived a certain way. Never really being on my own per se, you know, having the Army kind of always there or whatever as a guiding hand. So this is like my first time. It almost feels like being an adult for the first time in the regular civilian sector. So it's been different. A lot of growing I needed to do. I've learned how just because I see something and I think and I want it doesn't necessarily mean I should get it. So one thing I've really, really learned this year is that just because you want it doesn't mean you should get it. So I've always kind of lived throughout my life as an adult, be like, okay, well, I need this new headset, or I want this new headset. I don't really need it. Or I want this new graphics card, or I want this new whatever. And I went out and got it. And I didn't worry because I wasn't living paycheck to paycheck. I had enough to be able to do that. This year, as I had to take a big step back, and it was, I've learned so much more about saving for what you need as opposed to what you want. Patreons have helped out a lot in that. So all the money that I've gotten from Patreons over the year has went directly into making the best quality content that I can get, getting the GTX 1080 Ti, paying for the electric and all that stuff that it costs to run all of this and stuff has been through Patreon. I mean, that they've helped me out tremendously. And the only reason I'm still surviving a little is because of Patreon. So for those of you out there that have been a patron since the beginning of 2015 when I started the Patreon account, and even those of you that have started new this year, thank you so much, because you have no idea how much it actually helps getting that money in the beginning of the month to make sure that I can cover the cost that it does to do what it is that I do. Thank you to those out there that have done that. Thank you to those that have done the donations. We've had some amazing donations this year on the live streams. So thank you so much out there for all of you for donating as well. It means the world to me that I know that I've got people out there that are kind enough to help out in situations of need and whatnot. So thank you for that. Hopefully 2018, and I'll try to make it an even better year. So like I said, I've stepped back and learned a lot about saving as much money as possible. I've become way more money, I wouldn't say money hungry, but way more cautious of every single dollar that I make, either it being through the military, since I don't make as much as I used to because I'm only working part-time, and through YouTube, trying to save as much money, cutting things that we don't need and all that kind of stuff, going down to the basic bare bones this year, which was something totally different and something I wasn't completely prepared for. So it's been a learning experience, but we've made it. It's now the end of 2017, December 31st, going into the new year, and we made it. So that is the most important thing that we can say about this is through all the hard times, I've learned a lot, but we've overcome them and we've made it. We're going into 2018 and it's going to be stronger than ever. And that is because of some huge, huge news. I wish I could tell you guys, but I can't yet. But I will be able to tell you sometime in January. I just can't tell you now. And it's very, very huge. And it's going to make 2018 hopefully be one of the best years ever. So thank you to that. It's going to allow me to be a lot more focused on the walkthroughs on YouTube than ever before. And I can't wait to actually finally kind of tell you, what's going on with that. So what's ahead for 2018? First off, Metal Gear Solid 3 is going to be the walkthrough that's starting January 1st in 2018. Most likely by the time you're seeing this, it's probably already started, but so make sure you go check that out. There's also going to be other walkthroughs of older games that I've got going on the beginning of the year because there's not really a lot of new games coming out. And those older games are obviously Metal Gear Solid 3, Chronicles of Riddick, Assault on Dark Athena, but that's been something that everyone's been waiting for as well. Resident Evil 4, and there's just a bunch of other things that I have in the pipeline that I've been wanting to do for quite a long time. The structure on the channel is going to be a little bit different than it's been in the past. No longer are you going to see like 10 videos a day, sometimes, or something, depending on what's coming out. You're going to see focused videos of walkthroughs, and I will give them videos time to breathe so that people have an opportunity to watch the videos and be able to move on to the next one. Sometimes if you make too many videos, it can get very convoluted and you get lost. You lose some content. So I'm going for a more structured 2018, and because of the big news that I have coming out, I can do this. So 2018 for YouTube will be a lot more structured, less videos a day. My goal is to maybe have 2 or 3 videos a day, depending on what it is. Maybe not even that. I might have 2 walkthroughs going on at the same time, but you won't be bombarded with videos. You'll be able to keep up, because I do want to make sure that you all get a slice of what it is that you're here for, and I want to make sure that I can keep you entertained in doing that for. We're going to have some different things. I'm bringing Retro Saturdays back. So every Saturday we're going to be playing a retro game, something old from the past, to kind of relive the glory days of gaming. There's going to be also a new kind of weekly end cap or beginning cap of what's going to happen for the week. So you'll know kind of what's going to be going out on the channel and what are we going to be doing the following week and that stuff. So you're gonna know what's coming, as opposed to just random this, random that. Okay, more structure, more devotion to making sure the product that I'm putting out is going to be something that, again, you're going to want to come back to time and time again. A lot more focus on knowing what's coming in the future as far as what game walkthroughs you're going to get, gaming news and things like that. I want to give you guys information on that kind of stuff. There might still be some trailers of games that I put out on the channel, but that's only because if I put a trailer out for a game, it's because that's a game that I want to cover, and I want you to get used to it on the channel. So I put the trailer out of a new information of something that's coming, so you know, okay, Strain's going to be covering this. Maybe I want to look into it. Maybe I'll like it. Maybe I'll, whatever. But it isn't going to be a bombardment of trailers. You're not going to just see trailers on the channel. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be a healthy mix of just putting out there what I feel is something I'm going to want to cover on the channel. You'll see one-off videos like Star Citizen videos and things like that, Elite Dangerous videos, stuff that I like to do in my part-time or like my off time, where I just like to have fun and go through games. And that's going to be on the channel definitely in 2018. As far as some other stuff, it's going to be hopefully a great year. The wife's going to be involved a lot more on the channel, so you'll get to see her a lot more. And just we want to bring ourselves to 2018 and have it be the best year that we possibly can. And that's only going to happen because of all of you guys. So I want to keep it going as forward as much as possible, and keep the energy up as much as possible as well. So this has just been a reflection on some of the things that have happened in 2017 and what I have going on for the future of 2018. Every single game that we're going to be coming out with is going to be able to be kind of voted on by you guys. So what games come out at what specific times will be up to you. I always put out a polling video, except for the first couple of games, because I've already got those planned and scheduled. But after that, you're going to be able to choose what game you would see on the channel. When it comes to new games, I would like to focus on games that I feel are going to be a part of this channel and have a purpose. So you won't necessarily see, and I know some people might not like this, but again, there's a lot of change coming up, and there's a big announcement that you're going to be able to see. And for those of you out there that might think this is bad, this is going to be really good for that. You're not going to see a lot of Let's Plays on this channel, okay? They're going to be more walkthrough focused, and there's a reason for that, and I can't tell you again, and I keep coming back to this, so for those of you that like Let's Plays and like all that stuff and want to see it, don't worry, you're still going to see it. But it just won't be here. Just, that's all I'm going to say about that. So yeah, so that's what's going on in the future. That's what's been going on in 2017. I've been doing a lot of rock band stuff in the background, as you can see, the drum set I have there. That is something that I just so enjoy to do, because I'm a drummer and I just love to play music. So all the time I'm playing rock band and stuff like that, and that's kind of like my my zen moment. It's kind of like my relaxation period where I get to kind of just rock out a little bit and forget all of the bad things that maybe have happened for the day or for the week or month or whatever. Misty's doing great as far as her. For those who don't know, my cat, she had cancer. She got diagnosed with cancer just a couple weeks ago, and we had to remove her whole right arm. She's doing all right. She's about to get her stitches out. Probably she already has them out by the time you're seeing this. She's going to get those, or sutures out, and she's moving around. She's doing a lot better, and she's almost back to her normal, beautiful self. So thank you for those that have, sent me so many nice comments and things like that on her, wishing her better. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, guys. We're going to be a lot more active on Facebook in 2018. So make sure you're following me there, as a lot of updates are going to be coming out on Facebook, as well as Twitter and whatnot. But Facebook is going to be a lot more interactive this year. Let's see, what else? You're not, if you're following me on Twitch, you might as well not. I pretty much will not be on Twitch anymore in 2018. As far as what else, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for now. There's just a lot of things coming on in the near future that's going to be great, and I can't wait for some of the games that are coming out. Excited for God of War. Hopefully there'll be something on Splinter Cell this year. Excited for Spider-Man. Really, really excited. I would love to do some walkthroughs of the older Spider-Man games before the new one comes out, but we'll see. I don't want to put too much on my plate because I want to make sure that I can achieve every goal that I set for this year. I'm going to give myself a schedule, and I'm going to have it posted here in on my walls and stuff like that, so that every week I know what I'm coming into, and I'm going to do it and check it off and all that. I'm going to try to be more organized and do that a lot better. When you have ADHD, it can be hard to be organized on stuff because you're constantly moving around. As you can see me in the video, I can never stand still. But that's what ADHD does to you. So again, hopefully it's going to be a great year. I'm going to put my best foot forward, and we're going to move on, and we're going to get through whatever setbacks and whatever things happen as far as the year goes. And again, thank you for the constant support. Love you all. Hopefully you have a great new year, and hopefully 2018 is going to be the best year of your life. Thank you for watching, guys. Again, thank you to the Patreons. Thank you to the donators. Thank you to all the Twitter followers, Facebook followers. Thank you to everyone out there that has made this channel what it is, and let's make it even better. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great year, and I will see you soon. Peace out.